John 1, verses 11 to 14. John 1, verses 11 to 14. And once you get it, if you can stand for the reading of the word, all right. You gotta say amen.
Amen.
It says, he came unto his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. And the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Amen. May the Lord have nice to read him as well. What I want to talk to you briefly about is the Word becoming flesh. Amen. You may be seated. Praise the Lord. Is that Mama? That's coming back. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. All right. I feel good now. I saw Mama Morris walking in the door. Amen. Give God some praise. So we're talking about the Word becoming flesh. In this message, we want to understand about three different things. Y'all remember a couple of weeks back I talked about Malachi and how God silenced for 400 years. Right. Well, in this message, we want to find out what happened when God silenced himself from speaking to mankind for 400 years. Yeah. That's one of the things we want to find out. Y'all might want to take some notes on this. Yeah. All right? And the second thing we want to find out is what is meant and how the Word becomes flesh. We want to figure that out. And then the third thing that we want to talk about is about this judgment that is coming upon America. Amen? Amen. All right. So now you got your pencils, you got your little notebooks and your notepads. I want you to take some notes, because this is not a time for Christians to be ignorant. That's right. I'm going to say that again. This is not a time for church folk, let me put it that way, to be ignorant. Because I don't know, ain't going to be a good enough answer. All right? What happened when God remained silent? Well, he was silent for 400 years. What happened? The short answer is that people wasn't listening to God. So God didn't give them a prophet. Now I want you to know that even though they didn't have a prophet to speak to them, that the scriptures were still here.
That's right.
The scriptures were still here, and men were still being preached, and folks were still going to the temple. So the Word was still here. Not only that, even though God wasn't speaking through man anymore, he was still being God.
Amen.
The birds were still being taken care of.
Amen.
The rain was still coming upon the earth.
Amen.
The sun was shining and the moon was there at night.
Amen.
He was still being God. And we found out that what was happening then, that evil men, I say evil men, but in this day and time I say evil men and evil women, well, set themselves up as leaders and began conquering each other.
Yes.
Yes. Evil men set themselves up as leaders. They began conquering each other. What you talking about, preacher? Well, from the Persian Empire to the Greeks, and even to the Roman Empire. From Alexander the Great to Julius Caesar and Herod under Pilate. God's people were oppressed. We're oppressed now. We're oppressed now. And see, what y'all don't know is when God is not being active in your life, people set themselves up as leaders and they go around trying to conquer land. That's what America does. They go around trying to conquer other nations for their oil.
Yeah. Well.
And even in America, the rich is trying to conquer the middle class. And the middle class is trying to conquer the poor. The church leaders are interpreting the Word of God according to their understanding. And that ain't good enough.
Yeah.
And many people today, they talk about, well, money is not my God, but look at the things that people are doing for it. Crossing folks out.
Yeah.
Ripping folks off.
Yeah.
Religion has become more materialism and about prestige than about service and salvation. When God was quiet them 400 years, tyranny was so wide, corruption was spread so much that even the priests were corrupt.
Right.
The only thing that they was interested in wealth.
Yeah.
They like that today.
Yes, they are.
They like that today. They want to see your dollar. They don't want to see your salvation. They don't care how you walk. Only you come up with that dollar on the table. They preaching prosperity gospel.
Yeah.
Preaching prosperity gospel in a country that don't have any more gold. I know y'all talk about the Federal Reserve. Don't y'all know the Federal Reserve haven't had gold since 1934? The money you get is a loan from the Rockefellers and some more names. So you're oppressed. Those that got a few $1,000s in the bank, how did they get it? Don't tell me, I don't want to know, it might scare me. How did they get it? Ain't nobody passing it around, is it? Some work for it. What kind of work do you do? That's something to think about. What kind of work do you do? And what you do it cause harm to anybody? See, they got this thing about retirement in this country. You know, your retirement is based upon the fact that they don't really think that you're going to get to be 65 years old. And then if you do get to be 65 years old, they sure don't think you're going to make 70. And many of our black men have worked on jobs, inhaling things that were dangerous to their health.
Right.
And if you look in the African American community, you see more women and children because the African American man has died from cancer. And he worked 30 and 40 years thinking that he was going to retire and enjoy his family. He worked and was diagnosed. And all of this is by design. See, that's why I said it's not time for church folks to still remain ignorant. You got to learn something in this world. Nobody come here to leave you ignorant. Amen?
Amen.
So the political leaders 400 years from Malachi into Matthew, those political leaders was corrupt. The priests was corrupt. Alexander the Great, he was so corrupt, at the age of 20, he killed his daddy. He killed his daddy and went around conquering territory. That's how he got into Rome. Remember, the Bible used to be in Greek. Then they conquered Rome. And then Rome put it in Latin. Then after Latin, it was translated into English now. You got the English version of the Bible because the Empire of America now want to give you a different translation.
Yes.
So, back to Alexander the Great, but he died when he was 33 years old. He died because just like he killed his father, somebody killed him. That's what happens when you got too powerful.
Yeah.
So Alexander conquers Rome, and in Rome it goes in, and then Herod the Great. Now Herod the Great, he was the king of the Jews during the time of Christ's birth.
Yes.
Right.
Now Herod the Great, he killed his mama. See, y'all don't come to Bible study, y'all don't know this. So I got to tell it to you now. Herod the Great killed his mom and two of his sons because he didn't want nothing to be a threat to his power. See, it's a bad thing when you want power so bad you'll do anything.
Right.
This is the same Herod the Great that was killing all the babies trying to get to Christ.
That's right.
Now, if he killed his mama and killed his child, why not kill the babies? That was part of his character. Have you thought about your character lately? Have you thought about your character lately? As we say, life matters. I don't just say black life matters. I say life matters. If life matters to you, it should matter to the abortionist, huh?
Right.
It should matter to the drug dealer, huh? It should matter to mom and dad, and we should not be flushing no babies nowhere. If life matters. So all of this was going around during this time that God was remaining silent for those 400 years. People was doing anything that they want to do. Just like now. People are doing anything that they want to do. They don't want to hold to no tradition. They don't want to hold to no laws. They want to cuss the preacher out. They want to jump on the deacons. People want to do what they want to do. So now God have to stop back. He had to start back talking to his men. That's what's talking about when he said he's going to bring the hearts of the fathers back to the son. In other words, we're going to get it. Us preachers, we're going to get this message and we're going to get this thing right, or he's going to remove us. Oh yeah, God will fire you. How do you know, preacher? Well, when I was a young preacher, I was the biggest hypocrite on this side of God's son. And I was fired. And didn't even know it. See, when you got a ministry, you talking, this is my ministry. But when you got a ministry and it's not growing, you fired. You don't know it. When you walk in the church and there's no young people, you're fired. And you don't know it. You keep on trying to work with your ego. But when God is with you, he provides a way. That word goes out and it means something in somebody's life. changing journey.
Amen.
Yeah.
So now, God is not being silent no more. We're getting into the book of Matthew now. Christ is being born, but before Christ is coming, when he's born now, before he starts his ministry, there's a big mouth man out there in the wilderness hollering, repent. John, he's out there, he's hollering, repent. That means turn your life around, be washed, be baptized, change.
Yeah.
Praise God.
I mean, don't come to God being a hypocrite. That means don't make money your God. Don't make material things your God. I'm reminded of the story of the rich man
All right.
who was making plans on how he was going to spend his money
Yeah.
and build storehouses to put things aside for somebody else. He was going to enjoy his money, and the Lord told him, you fool. It's the only time I remember in the Bible that he really called somebody a fool face to face. He said, you fool, tonight your soul is required.
Amen. Amen.
I know what he's talking about because I've been a fool, and he told me that one night.
My Lord. My Lord.
So our belief, now we're going to end what is meant and how the word becomes flesh. Our belief is that God came down here in the form of Christ and walked the earth. Do we or do we not believe that?
Amen.
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 I believe it. You believe it?
Praise God.
Say amen.
Amen. Praise God.
If he came down here and he walked the earth and through Christ, then we that's in here today, we're supposed to be what? Christ-like.
Amen.
Right?
Yes.
Is that not what Christianity means?
Amen.
Yes.
It means that we're Christ-like.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Do you really think Christ is like you?
Huh. Well.
Any question?
Do you think that Christ do the things you do, go the places you go, say what you say?
Well.
I don't think so.
Huh. My Lord.
And you don't think so either.
My Lord.
Right.
So then, what I'm saying to us is we're not Christ, and we're not walking like Christ, talking like Christ. We need to look at the label in our soul, because I think you'll find out that your soul said that you was made in America.
Well.
You ain't made in the kingdom of God. You done left the kingdom of God. You made in America.
Well.
Which means that whatever America says all right, you all right with it.
Well.
That's why you do what you do. Because you made in America. Now it's a funny thing. America ain't even making nothing no more. Why you gonna let them make you?
Well.
Yeah.
Say that.
Open up your purse. It said made in China. Look at the jewelry on it, made in Taiwan. Look at the TV, Sony, made in Japan. Only thing made in America is you.
Well.
And you don't even know who you are.
My Lord.
That's why you're confused. One moment, you're holier than thou.
Huh.
The next moment, you're raising more hell than us.
Well.
You're becoming a Toys R Us Christian. And that's why can't nobody follow you.
Well.
You can't lead nobody nowhere. It's bad when you can't lead nobody in the church house. Your salvation, your walk with God, nobody wants to share. Not even your children.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you made in America.
Yeah. Well.
And see, these young people today, they're not no fools. They know when mama ain't right. They know when daddy ain't right, when grandmama ain't right. Well, I don't care how much my mama carried that Bible. She still called me a baby. I don't care how many times I heard grandmama say, amen, amen. She started seeking B.B. King.
Oh, what BB got to do with it?
I don't care how many times daddy said, aha, he's still 70 level. Ah! I don't want your God to keep your Jesus.
Well,
Mama know daddy's a drug dealer. Turn ahead. I don't want your God. I don't want your Jesus.
well,
Because my future is at stake.
yeah.
The police is shooting us down.
Right.
We're looking for leadership. We can't find leaders. All the preachers talk about is buying him a jet.
My Lord. My Lord.
We go to school, go to college to try to get a good education. Come out in a country that ain't got no job. We made in America and we owe them student loans for the next 10 years. Why work? Let me hustle.
My Lord. My Lord.
So it's time for the word to get into the flesh. I'm almost through. Finally, my brothers and sisters, I want to let you know that America has become like a great empire, a land filled with foul impurities.
My Lord.
It's corrupt.
Yes. Yes.
It's corrupt. From the top of leadership down to the homeless person. America is corrupt.
Yes, it
And it
is.
is coming up under its judgment. That's
Yes,
why
it
those
is.
5 things is out there, sitting in space waiting on God's command.
My Lord.
God is tired of us in the church playing. He's tired of us playing,
My Lord.
trying to make the church a social club
My Lord.
rather than an institution of salvation.
My Lord.
God is tired.
Yes.
Yes.
He is tired.
Yes. Yes.
He is tired.
My Lord. My Lord.
We stay in a country that was built by God
Help us.
for the use, to be used by God.
Help us.
We stay in a country that was known as a land that flowed with milk and honey.
Yes.
No black folks on the planet. I don't care how poor you think you are. There are some a lot poorer than you will go out this way. We stay in America,
Amen.
built upon God, but yet and still, every time America turn around, they're trying to take God out. They're taking him out of schools.
Yes. Yes.
You're taking him out of the family.
Yes.
And now you're even trying to take him out of his own church.
Yes. My Lord. My Lord.
God is tired.
Yes. Yes.
He's tired.
Yes.
So, I don't want to be made in America. I want to be a product of the kingdom of God.
Amen.
Now, this whole thing can turn around. It can turn around if you would allow the word to become a part of your flesh.
Amen.
You know what that means? That means you take the word of God, put them dead presidents down. I know you need them. God knows you need them. He's going to provide for you. But you stop doing anything for money. Money's not your God. If they burn up all the money, you still got to eat. And you take God and you put him on, his word, put it on like you put on your coat. And you walk the Christian walk. You talk the Christian talk. You live the Christian life. Where some of your children and your grandchildren want to follow you to the church house and get this wisdom that God got through his word.
Yes.
Amen.
These young people done grew up in a society where the generation before them don't know nothing to tell them. What you know to tell these young folks? Nothing. You told them to go to school, get a good job. They went to school, come to find out there wasn't no jobs. You told them, take your tooth, put it up on the toilet, tooth fairy gonna give you 50 cents. They woke up the next day, you came back, took the 50 cents and played that number.
Well,
They don't want to hear, they don't want to listen to us. They want some rights. They want some rights and they want it now. They want to be treated equal and they want it now. They want some hope and they want it now. They want some leadership with a vision and they want it now.
well,
See, because they done went to school and got up on this internet and they done searched some stuff. You think when we talk about Uncle Tom, you think we insulting somebody. See, but what you don't realize is there was Uncle Tom, but there also was Sambo. And the master, the slave master, wanted Uncle Tom to beat the slaves until they conform. And Uncle Tom told him, no, I'll die before I'll do that. Then the slave master went and got old Sambo. And Sambo said, I won't do it. But as history went on, they reversed the story, and now you think that Uncle Tom was the one that was selling out. All the time it was Sambo. So if somebody called me an Uncle Tom, I'll feel honored.
Right.
But you call me Sambo, I'm going to fight.
well,
That's the way I am with this word. That's the way I am with this word. I learned to be like that. I need my salvation. And you know what? I need to see some of my children in church on Sunday mornings.
Amen.
I need to see that. And I need to see some of your children, or your grandchildren. What you leaving them at home for? What you leaving them at home for? I don't care if they come in and I got to holler, wake up every other 5 minutes. Bring them children to church. They dying out there in the streets. They dying at 7 years old. They dying at 12 years old. Let the word get in you
Yes.
so God can walk the earth and make a difference in this world. May God bless you. May heaven smile.
praise God.